And just like that, Seiko is back. Back with a bang. Hail to the King Seiko. Is this the greatest comeback of all time? Today, we'll take a look at not just one, but all of the new King Seiko watches. Are these timepieces the real deal? I know you're dying to know. Welcome back to our channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The 60s were the decade when Seiko won its place in the prestige arena. With the release of Grand Seiko in 1960, through the creation of revolutionary automatic chronographs and quartz movements in 1969. The brand applied the technological advances learned while developing Grand Seiko to create King Seiko, a more accessible but still elegantly designed collection. Although King Seiko is new to the current Seiko collection, clearly, it's not new to Seiko. So, when King Seiko debuted in the early 1960s, it was Grand Seiko's direct competitor. To keep everyone on their toes and make sure that the brand's watchmakers kept pushing the limits, they made a few friendly in-house competitions. King Seiko was produced in one factory and Grand Seiko in another, with Grand Seiko eventually claiming victory. That is, until they introduced the quartz watch. Quartz was the future, and it effectively placed the King and Grand Seiko on pause. In terms of pricing and placement, King Seiko represents the brand's more affordable move into vintage-inspired style, while also featuring a Grand Seiko touch with its sharply faceted case and a bracelet for the very first time. This collection not only provided accurate, high-frequency mechanics and precision, but it also had an angular yet graceful form that had sophistication far beyond its price point. But King Seiko's glory began to crumble in the second half of the 1970s, and the line was discontinued later on, in the early 1980s. If we're being completely honest, we're a bit hesitant to tell you that Seiko is bringing this collection back. And besides, collectors know that the robust, sporty 1960s watch line is a bit of a hidden gem, which means you might be able to find one on the secondary market for a bargain. However, because our main goal is to share the joy of watches, we are thrilled to see the King return to the throne. The brand's supporters, however, never forgot about Seiko. The brand then released a 3,000-piece limited edition of the discontinued watch line in 2020. The comeback was so great that they have decided to add the King Seiko to its permanent line for its first big release in 2022. The new King Seiko line includes 5 brand new watches, drawing inspiration from the 1965 King Seiko KSK, which was part of the second series of the brand and is definitely a collector's favorite. 5 impressive watches, 5 eye-catching dial colors, and a wide range of straps to choose from. The collection includes models in light gray, charcoal gray, brown and red, as well as the original silver tone of the 1965 KSK. The light gray dial features a subtle hairline pattern, whereas the other 4 have a lovely sunray finish, which adds warmth and depth to the watches. There will be 5 new leather straps made just for the new collection. King Seiko's contemporary colors are definitely important, as the brand has created a strap simulator that allows potential buyers to experiment with different strap and dial combinations for the King Seiko, which is a nice touch since this watch looks pretty good with a leather band. Enjoying this video so far? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The contrast of a flat dial with faceted indices and large, razor-edged hands was particularly notable in the 1965 King Seiko KSK. The KSK's strong, faceted lugs and blend of mirror and hairline finishes were the standout features. The new King Seikos, the SPB 279, SPB 281, SPB 283, SPB 285, and SPB 287 continue the KSK legacy of top-notch legibility combined with high-end features. To continue the 1965 original's legacy, every model in the line comes in a small 37mm stainless steel case with towering box sapphire crystals and strong back cases engraved with the iconic King Seiko Shield logo. The look of these pieces really pays tribute to the past. King Seiko's comeback is also about rebuilding the brand, a revival. The 5 models in the line all have their own special dial design and are placed on an integrated stainless steel bracelet with a tri-fold push-button release clasp. With its silver sunburst finish, the SPB 279 is the nearest thing to the classic KSK, while the SPB 281 amplifies this conventional silver surface with a highly grained vertical brush pattern. The SPB 285 has a warm brown sunburst dial, whereas the SPB 283 has a more laid-back sunburst black dial. Lastly, the SPB287's rich, red, sunburst, polished dial speaks volumes. Seiko has included the more advanced caliber 6R31 in the new King Seiko series. This movement has a power reserve of about 70 hours and beats at 21,600 vibrations each hour. It also has a water resistance of 100 meters and a magnetic resistance of 4,800 amperes. Pre-orders for the King Seiko collection are currently open, and it will be available in April at selected Seiko boutiques and distributors in the United States. These timepieces will be priced at $1,700. On the wrist, these watches are extremely versatile. Because of its design, plus its water resistance, you may wear these watches for most, if not all, occasions. This could very well be your only mechanical timepiece. Beautiful dial detailing and craftsmanship. Seiko is back with a pretty great all-around and versatile watch, and that bracelet is absolutely stunning. The challenge with Seiko watches these days isn't so much about deciding whether or not to buy one, but just deciding which one to buy, really. Hail to the King Seiko. So, what do you think of these new King Seiko timepieces? Is this the greatest comeback of all time? Please let us know in the comments section below, and if you loved the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.